Hello everybody, welcome back. Today, as you can see, we got some NHL. Well, you can see by the title and the video, we have some NHL 18 franchise mode. Before we start anything, I'm just gonna give you guys, well, if this is your first time coming to the channel, obviously like the video and subscribe to the channel. But if this is your first ever video you have watched of mine for this series, you can go back and try and watch the other ones, but it's more than likely not going to work. So I'm just gonna save you the time and effort of going back. So what happened was my first two videos got copyrighted. I guess I don't know what I have to do to allow myself to use the music of NHL 18. So as you can tell, if you did watch the first ones, as you can tell, my music is off. I will be adding some music in, just not like so it's that playing and me not talking, but so it's in the background so it's not so quiet, because I just find NHL is a little bit quiet without the background music. But I'm going to avoid copyright, so I'm actually gonna get a friend of mine to make me some music, because he's a little bit of a music maker. He does pretty well, so I'm gonna get him to make me a song or two for obviously my videos and stuff. But anyways, what's happened so far is we started our season off really well, and we've kind of started to, we had like a really bad stretch, and then I believe we had a really bad stretch. Where is it? Yeah, we lost like three of or four of yeah, 3 of 4 games, and we've been doing okay and then not okay, but all in all, I think we've done pretty well so far. So we can just go check our lines out right now. We actually are a championship caliber team, which I had no idea Winnipeg was a championship team. As you can tell, we got the big guns up front, which are, yeah, lots of points for these three. And this is actually a pretty good line. They're not doing too bad. I actually don't know how guys on my fourth line are doing. My fourth line's even got 6, 7 points, 3 goals. What about Kyle Connor? He's got 7 points. Lowry's doing alright. So is our Mia. And this is our defensive line. Big buff, I know. Oh, he's actually not doing that well. I think it's Kulikov. Yeah, he's got 1 assist, so that's unacceptable. And Connor Hellebuck, obviously playing really well. Starter compared to Steve Mason, who he actually is doing well, but for that contract is not really worth us. I don't remember what our trade block looks like, so I'm gonna go, if this ever decides to load, and check it out. Trading block. Okay, so that's, yeah, supplier. Yeah. Okay, I'm okay with that. So let's get back onto the simming. The Minnesota Wild simulate game. So Eric Stahl's got the 1-0 goal on Hellebuck. 1-0 and 2-0 Coyle scores on Connor as well. So 2-0 loss. I think that's our first time being shut out this year. We've always managed to put a goal in the net. What's going on here? Let's do this. And the Avalanche, which are doing really well compared to what I thought they would do in this game. I think they're doing okay in the season too. No, they're actually below. They're actually below us in the standings. Laine and Armia. So Laine's got another point. Then Laine again, and Zadorov and Soderberg. Soderberg's got the worst contract ever. And then Myers and Hendricks. I thought Laine might have put in the hat trick or something. That would have been pretty beauty, of course. So, ooh, we got Vegas up here, which it seems because I've done a few NHL 18 franchise modes, and every one that hasn't been a fantasy draft, Vegas has done really poor in. So it's good that they're kind of, well, by the looks of this one, it looks like they're pretty even or better than what they um, are normally. But yeah, nobody expected them to be this good, as good as they are. And now that they got Flower back, I think I can almost guarantee that they'll be in the playoffs, and that's just unheard of for a team that's just come into the league from nothing. So Wheeler and Bellemare. Overtime solves nothing. Shootout and what? Oh, we scored 3 straight. I guess. I don't know. We won though, so I guess that's good. Connor Hellebuck morale is going up. That's what I like to see. Sometimes when you do a GM, it's nice to sim right through, like just sim game after game. But this really gives you like, so you know what's going on, so you know how your players are doing, so like you know everything, you keep control. And I don't know if this is actually true, but I believe when you go game by game and play them or sim them like this, that it actually costs less to maintain your arena. I'm not 100% sure. Seems a little bit far-fetched, but that's what I've noticed. So Phaneuf and Ryan. Dion Phaneuf, worst contract in hockey. Brassard. And then Smith. And we get shut out 2 times in, what, 3 nights or 4 nights? 4 games? 2 times, yeah, in 4 games. So, that's not very good. 22 points in 27 games. Obviously, I'd like to see either one of those big 3 on the top line go point per game. I think we're going to go 2 weeks here for goaltenders. That was what we were doing. I did 2 weeks at a time, going dub. And then Q, United States, and then over to Europe. So Detroit, below 500 record. And let's see how this one goes. Down 2-0 to Tarn. Zetterberg, down 4-1. Shifley scored, but Mantha and Larkin. And we lose 5-3. Bufflin, Nielsen, and Morrissey. So that's 2 straight losses, which is not good. We don't want to get into the habit of losing, that's for sure. It's okay to lose one every once in a while, but not all the time. And next game we're getting close to actually passing this current season right now. Yeah, because we are in December. Pull simulate. I think they lost this game, and then they lost in overtime or something in Tampa. But we'll see how this goes. Armia and Shifley, and then Huberto. Ooh, Mason's in net. Shifley again. And then Myers, Line, Little, and then Huberto and Barkov tried to spark the comeback, and they started to come back, but too little, too late, and we come away with the victory. And let's see how we do in our other matchup against a Tampa team, and this does not do them justice for how good their team is this year. I don't know, like Tampa, like it's just, I'm sorry, but Tampa Bay lost the Duran trade. No, I don't want Mark Stahl. You 100%, or Montreal 100% lost the Duran trade. Like, Montreal is going to regret losing Sergachev forever, because Sergachev is not only a defenseman, what Montreal kind of needs, but he's putting the puck in the net. Obviously, he wouldn't have numbers like that in Montreal, but still, half of him would be amazing, and Duran is just nowhere to be found. Like, he's decent, but I think Montreal is such a poorly managed team. It's kind of like the Oilers. But Line and then Eric Condra, gosh. Wheeler, and then that's a win. Sweet Florida. I just think that, yeah, Montreal could have won so many Stanley Cups, could have been so good if they had a GM behind behind closed doors. Like, Claude Julien's a really good coach, and even with a struggling Bruins team, he still managed to squeak through the playoffs, and I just don't see any of that happening with Marc Bergevin behind the doors. Because, come on, are you serious? Like, who trades PK Subban at the very beginning of his prime for, at the end of his prime, Shea Weber? Like, I get there was stuff going on behind the scenes, but with a different GM, I honestly would have traded Max Pacioretty, who is way overrated. Like, way, 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 way overrated. I don't think he's that good. But heck, I don't really care. It's Montreal. Patrick Laine is 1 goal away from a hat trick, and so is Tanev. Oh, fuck. Brock Besser. Oh, I seen Sven Baertschi's name and thought it was Brock Besser. It's like Brock Besser just scored a third period hat trick. But yeah, and that's the same with Edmonton. I find Edmonton would be so much better with... Here's my kind of GM talks with the Canadian kid here. If Edmonton would have traded Nugent Hopkins and maybe a pick or something, honestly, Nugent Hopkins is a fair trade for Larson. Got rid of his cap and signed Lucic at a small... If he wouldn't have gone down in his price range, gone down in years, because we all know that with age comes the slowing down of power forward guys like that, and I think we're definitely seeing that. I never would have traded Taylor Hall, because I could only imagine how lethal Hall and McDavid would be, with McDavid older and Hall with what he's done now. I get that might have been a change of scenery for Hall, but like, seriously, that's just, I hated it. Trouba and Sharp, Kane and, I don't know, Merinson, Connor, then DeBrincat and Panic. And actually, speaking about DeBrincat, Canada just released some players that they cut, and they cut Logan Stanley from their World Junior team, Cody Glass, and Cole Lind. I don't know what their idea is about cutting, like, oh man, I don't know. I guess they're just not wanting to win the gold medal. All I know is that the World Juniors are coming to Victoria next year, and I got a ticket for every single game that's going there. So I'm super pumped about that. That's going to be so awesome. Oh, the Jets have a home and home. Oh, I wanted to see. We'll check after this game. Goals. Armia scored one. Then Line A, and then Brodziak. And then, oh, they actually won. What the heck? So I'm just going to go look at this quickly. Go bring the standings up. I'm going to minus that game that we just played off of here, because that's tomorrow night in real time. So we were 18, 9, and 5. So we're, well, we actually are 18, but we're 11 and 3, which would have been. And St. Louis is 21, 10 and 3. And wow. If we win in overtime tomorrow night, St. Louis will be 21, 10 and 3. Well, good simulation, I think. Pretty even, except where are we here? Minnesota's and Nashville needs to be swapped, I think. So, yeah, Minnesota and Nashville would be swapped then. But hey, home and home, so let's get her done here. Looking for our 19th win of the season. I can't believe we lost that game, actually. They came back. But hey, that's the way she goes, I guess. 0-0 after 1. Line A. And then Berglund and Line A again. So Line A is on a roll. I don't know how many straight games that is, but he's rolling, definitely. 100%. He's point per game now, and he wasn't a while ago. So 41 points. Edit scouting assignment. So we're off to the QMJHL for 2 weeks on forwards. No, I'm not trading Mark Stahl. I wish, you know, I like getting random trades to me, but I wish that, like, if we didn't want something, you could say, I do not want Mark Stahl. I do not want this person. I do not want that person. Like, I wish you could tell them so they stopped offering it, but hey, it's a perfect world. Kyle Turris scores, Kyle Connor, and then PK, then Fiala, and then PK again, and we get pumped 4-1. This is a lot like real life in the fact that, like, look at how close the standings are in this division. The Central Division is so loaded, it's not even funny. I actually am just like, I've always been a proud Winnipeg fan, but it's really when watching the Canucks game the other night, being from Vancouver Island and having my family as a Canucks fan, watching the Canucks Winnipeg game, I felt like I was like going to win. Like, you know, so a lot of nights I used to go like, oh, hopefully they win, but like I was like came in and I watched it with my family and I just like rubbed it in their face because they won, and they won big. I think I can't remember the score. I remember them dominating a lot. But big second period by the high flying Jets here, and I was gonna say they tied it up, damn it, but no, they did not. We won. Little bit of news, you guys are actually getting a double video this evening because my Minecraft is 5% away from being processed and published. So I think that this is going to be our last game. We're just going to go, no, we're going to go to the new year because we'll go to the new year and take a look at where we stand and like how we're doing compared to other teams and all that fun stuff. Statistics. Who's that? Oh, he's a minors guy. So Bull U, Little and Ladd. Ladd scores against the former team, obviously. And then Boychuk, Lowry, and Tavares, and Nelson. I will say, out of all GMs that I've ever done, the biggest baby I've ever had on my team, so when I did an Islanders GM, was Brock Nelson. Like, he just thinks he's a superstar, and he's like far from it. He's a good player, but he's just like, I don't know. He's good because he plays in New York. I'll say that. That's all I'm going to say about that, because if he played anywhere else, he wouldn't be the player that he is. Like, he wouldn't have the oomph that he has because there's nothing below him. So the Oilers, they're doing really well in this game, and they're not doing really well in real life. Probably because of Peter Chiarelli, but I'm not saying that he ruined the Bruins too. But and here comes Lucic scoring on us because I've opened my mouth. And Puljujarvi and then Larson. So we get shut out for the third time this year. Hopefully third and last time ever in our GM. Yeah, right. I'm just wishing now. Ooh, we played the Oilers again on New Year's Eve. Actually, New Year's Eve, this time of year, New Year's Eve, I will be in the United States, in Montana. Going there for a hockey tournament, not mine, girlfriend's, but it's going to be a good time. Okay, so first period here. Ehlers scores on Grice. And then Eberle, then Scheifele, then Perreault, Bufflin, and Tavares. Obviously, Tavares is probably like 100 point per game in Long Island because I seen a thing the other day and it was like an argument between who's better, Jack Eichel or Connor McDavid, which is, it's obviously like no comparison. It's Connor McDavid, like, but they're like, oh, look at what percent of points that Eichel, or goals that Eichel has or something, or points or whatever that Eichel has between the rest of the Sabres, and it was like he's contributed on like 67% of his team goals, and it's like, no, that's not how good he is. That's just how horrible Buffalo is. I just thought that was kind of funny. So McDavid, Trouba, Little, and Bufflin. Good, good, good. And they friggin' tie it up. If this goes into a shootout, I'm gonna play it. And it doesn't. Obviously, Mark Letestu. Oh my gosh, I hate that guy. He always, I don't know how he does it. He's always beaten Hellebuck different weird ways. Oh, just annoys me. But happy thoughts, right? So I'm just gonna sim to the next game. And we do this. We got defense, 2 weeks. And let's go and check out the standings first of all. And we're halfway. We're at New Year's, so I'm gonna go and look. This is kind of like a big overview. I'll do another overview of like everything at what's it called? Trade deadline. So we're in third in our division. Where are we? Sixth in the conference. And 10th in the league. That's not too bad. We got 46 points, 21 wins, 15 losses, 4 OTL, 18 row, so that's regulation wins. We've gotten 57.5% of our points. We got 102 goals for. We are scoring 2.55 goals per game. We actually have 107 goals against, and we got 2.67 goals against per game, average, I guess, or yeah, average. 21 power play goals on 91 attempts, so we're 23.1. I don't know where the .1 comes in. 0 shorthanded goals against. Power play goals against 19 out of 101. So that's actually not a bad PK. I don't get that. Power play goals against. Oh, never mind. I'm reading this wrong. That's. Oh. Yeah. Whatever. I'm going nuts. Shorthanded goals for. We're 9, 8, and 1 on home ice. We're 12, 7, and 3 away. And we're 4, 5, 1 in our last 10. That's gotta definitely improve. Point leaders, Shifley and Line in top 2 spots with 37 apiece. Wheeler's actually kind of going down, and that second line is just minus to the balls, man. Goal totals, we got 14 for Shifley. Assist totals 24 for Line. Wow, they're like dead even. Bufflin's kind of getting his act together. Kyle Connor's got 18 points. That's beauty. Adam Lowry with 15. Tanev, he's got 9. Not enough there. Hendricks has had 2 points, a goal and assist since we. Wow. Dmitry Kulikov has 1 more assist, 2 assists. Oh. And he has no more points. What the heck? My bottom 2 D-men. I get they're like more of kind of defensive more stay-at-home D-men, but come on. 17, 3, and 3. Or 17, 17, 3, and 3. 17, 13, and 3. With 1 shutout, his numbers have kind of dwindled a little bit, but he is facing a lot more shots than Mason, but his numbers have gone down too. But all in all, we're staying pretty on. I feel like we're pretty on plane with how everything's going, and I think that we're a team that's on the right track, and I think that we're a team that doesn't need to change much as we sit now. But in saying that, I think this is going to be the end of our video today. Remember to go and check out my other series, always drop a like on everything you see. Just help me out. Share it on whatever platform. And I am on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You can add me on those, follow me on those, all at Canadian _ kid 15. Comment, like on there. Links will always be in things of whatever, like on my Instagram. My latest video link is always in the bio. I'm actually going to change that just to my YouTube channel. And whenever I post a video, the link, I send it to Twitter. And I haven't really used my Facebook page much because I haven't really been on Facebook very much lately. But I will get on that, and I actually left my iPad at home in Port Alberni, so I won't be using my Snapchat for another few days, because obviously that's where it is, and I don't really feel like logging out of my phone. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I think, if I'm correct, you put a little bell, the bell right beside my name. If you click that, whenever I post a video, you get a notification. So hit that up if you want to see more and want to see it as it comes out. But other than that, thanks for watching. More videos coming, maybe tonight, probably not, but definitely tomorrow more videos will be coming. Thanks for watching. See ya.